two brands go to war at Survivor Series with an entire crowd of SmackDown supporters with so much build from the man Becky Lynch. Let's just fucking put Raw over. Let's talk about Survivor Series.
You mean the Raw-Viver series?
Raw-Viver series. Jesus. All right, so on the pre-show, we had Alexa make some changes where she threw Ruby and Natty off the team for infighting, and they were exchanged for Sasha and Bayley. Mandy ended up being the fifth member of the SmackDown's women's team. We also found out that Lars Sullivan is coming soon. Good luck with that. And then in our only pre-show match, the SmackDown team defeated Raw, where we had the Clones eliminated by the Revival, B-Team eliminated by the Good Bros, Sanity eliminated by Rude and Gable, Ascension eliminated by New Day, Good Brothers eliminated by Luchas eliminated by the Usos, Rude and Gable eliminated by the New Day eliminated by the Revival, and the Revival eliminated by the Usos.
Man, we got close.
So close.
I mean, I picked SmackDown to win.
Yeah, you had a win-win.
So I had the win-win, but I also picked that if Raw was going to win, the Revival were going to be sole survivors.
Yeah, so I should probably just give you 2 points for that match.
I mean, if you want.
I mean, you beat me anyway, so fuck it. All right, then we open up with the Women's Survivor Series team, where we have Raw defeating SmackDown. Naomi, we won't go through eliminations, not necessary. Seth Rollins.
It ended with Nia Jax eliminating Asuka at the end.
Yeah. Seth Rollins defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. And then we found out later on that Seth Rollins will defend the Intercontinental title against Dean Ambrose at TLC in a couple of weeks. Authors of Pain defeated The Bar after a distraction from Drake Maverick's penis. Sounds like a Joey Ryan match. Buddy Murphy.
That was a distraction from Drake Maverick's bladder.
Yeah, we weren't focused on his bladder. We had a close-up of his penis.
Well,
through his pants. Anyway, Buddy Murphy retained the Cruiserweight Championship over Mustafa Ali. The Raw men's team, of course. I don't know why I keep telling you that Raw won, because we already told you that. Ziggler, McIntyre, Braun, Finn, and Lashley defeated Jeff Hardy, Miz, Shane, Mysterio, and Samoa Joe. Ronda Rousey defeated...
I almost went, who's Shane Mysterio? There's a comma there.
Ronda Rousey defeated Charlotte by disqualification because Charlotte fucked her up.
Kendo sticks.
And then go figure, Brock Lesnar defeated Daniel Bryan. So, yeah. All in all, he beat me by 2. So, I will be getting the punishments, but we'll talk about that later. First off, what did you like about Survivor Series?
You know what? I'm giving my like, and this is another weird one. We're going bonkers world for TakeOver and for Survivor Series.
Okay.
Lesnar Bryan.
Okay.
I liked it. It was a good match.
All right. I didn't watch it because I don't watch Brock Lesnar matches when they're the main event.
It was good. It was solid. You know, I was concerned because the first portion of the match is literally Brock suplexing the shit out of Daniel Bryan, but then, you know, Daniel kind of starts kicking it into high gear, figuratively and literally, because he started kicking Brock in the head.
Doing that stomp thing they did to AJ.
And really picks it up, and man took Lesnar through his paces. It reminded me, in the same fashion that Brock versus AJ did last year, it reminded me that Brock can have a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Instead of just a throw people match.
Yep. If he did that more, I'd watch more of his matches.
I'm gonna be completely real. Probably second best match he's done in the last 5 years. First one being with AJ last year. Survivor Series.
Survivor Series is when Brock shines, because Brock actually gives a shit, sort of. I'm gonna give okay. So there were a couple matches that I really liked. I'm gonna have to go with cruiserweights. Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali.
Greats, you mean?
They got a "This is awesome" chant. They got 205 chants. Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali fucking killed it. This was, I thought for sure Shinsuke and Seth was going to be the show stealer, but I think this one absolutely went above. The fact that 205 Live has always been regulated to the pre-show, and you finally give these guys like middle of the show on the actual show, and these guys fucking killed it. So many great moments from both guys. No serious mess-ups in anything. Some fantastic work on the outside, inside the ring. Mustafa having some hope moments, and then Buddy Murphy just shutting that shit down. I mean, I wanted Mustafa Ali to win so I could get a point, but I wanted Buddy Murphy to win because he's a fantastic champion and a fantastic wrestler. So I'm glad
the reign of the Juggernaut continues.
Yes. So yeah, awesome match. Definitely my like. What did you love?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the pre-show match.
Okay, good. That was my other potential like.
The tag team match.
Yeah, the tag team. Yeah, no,
it was really good.
Really good.
Probably the best paced out of all the Survivor Series matches.
Absolutely. With I will say
none of them were bad.
Yeah, no, the Survivor Series matches were very good.
Yeah, none of them were bad. This was just the best paced, and the fact that they gave Revival the last spot on the Raw team to go head to head with the Usos.
Yeah,
I had a whole rant prepared
for an early Revival
elimination about why I feel like the Revival will leave WWE in 2019.
Oh, because
of just not being used.
Yeah, but you think that top spot with the Usos? I mean, who? I mean, the only other team you could literally put them against to really get them like a lot of attention would be the New Day.
Yeah.
With both of those teams being the biggest on SmackDown. I mean, that's a big moment for the Revival, the fact that they went toe-to-toe with multiple time SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and...
I mean, they eliminated the New Day.
Yeah.
They had a first elimination, too. They had an early elimination in the match.
Revival eliminated the Clones.
Yeah. So they eliminated two different teams.
Yeah.
One of them being, the most decorated tag team of this era.
Yeah.
The New Day with their 5-time reigns.
Yeah.
And then almost beating the Usos. That is an amazing showing for the Revival. I hope this means going forward we're going to see more stuff from the Revival, like a push for the Revival, please, because the other thing that happens, and this would be the third time it happens, is that the Revival get what appears to be a push, and then in 2 weeks they disappear.
Yeah. I would like to say that, like, in a perfect world, the Revival were last men standing for Raw as far as the tag team division goes. The Authors of Pain defeated the Bar. I would assume that Revival versus AOP should be on the horizon.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be great because you have two teams that were great in NXT. And if you put those NXT paths together, you could probably get a really fantastic match out of the two teams.
Yeah.
But it's two heel teams, so the question is, would they do that? More than likely not, but we'd watch it.
I'd watch the hell out of it.
Abso-friggin-lutely. I want to give my love to Ronda versus Charlotte.
That was my other option.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, my other I'm glad you picked that. Going Ronda Charlotte, because with as much build as Ronda and Becky put into this, and then to have Becky get taken out, there were so many people who's like, oh, it's not going to live up to it. It's not going to feel the same. But boy, did those ladies kick some fucking ass.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of each other. It felt super competitive. It felt very aggressive. It felt like Charlotte took all of Becky's angst into this match and just delivered it to Ronda in the same fashion that Becky would have. And then to have the swerve where Ronda is chasing Charlotte and then have Charlotte lose her goddamn mind and just physically destroy Ronda.
She literally destroyed that first kendo stick.
Oh, yeah.
Into pieces on Ronda.
Yeah, it exploded after how many times she hit Ronda. And then the Pillmanizer with the chair and just
there's a second kendo stick.
Beating up the referees to keep beating up Ronda. Like
natural selection onto the chair.
Yeah. Like Charlotte, I don't know, Charlotte maybe had a pep talk with Becky prior to this match. And Becky's like, hey, this is what I was going to do. So,
well, yeah. I mean, that's what Becky said is, beat her up like I was going to beat her up.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So maybe she felt like if she knew she wasn't going to be able to beat Ronda, at least she could make good on what Becky wanted her to do.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, maybe that was Becky's plan the whole time. Maybe Becky wasn't going there to have a match and beat her in a match. She was just going there to fucking ruin her. And that's what she told Charlotte to do, was go ruin Ronda. Like, if you feel like you're at a moment where you're up against a wall, just fucking kill her, because that's what Charlotte did. And I think that this was great for everyone involved, because Becky was still fucking over. They were chanting Becky Lynch almost every time a SmackDown person or team came out. They were still chanting for Becky. This got a lot of praise for Charlotte, and Ronda was booed on because it was such a heavy SmackDown crowd, but Ronda is by no means hated by the WWE Universe by any means. It was just this particular crowd was so hot for SmackDown that most of Raw teams got booed. Anybody from Raw, except for maybe like Seth, got booed.
I'm worried. Crazy. The part that worries me is after the whole beating was over, you had a large contingency of the crowd chanting, "You deserve it."
That I chalk that up to just trolly people.
Yeah.
That's what I think it was. I mean, we'll probably be able to gauge better tonight on Raw, what the actual feel is. Well, maybe not, because they're still in LA, so it might still be heavy hate for Ronda if she's on Raw.
Yeah.
Plus, and I
wouldn't be surprised if she's not.
Exactly, and here's the thing: is like, I'm sure there's a lot of people like, oh, Ronda just walking away after all this stuff. I mean, Ronda's been built as a beast, and she didn't exactly like walk out easy. She didn't just get up and walk away. She struggled, but she wasn't allowing help, because that's, she takes care of herself. So I feel like everyone really flourished in this whole situation. It keeps it, and then I was looking on social media, and Marina Shafir posting like, Charlotte, you're public enemy number 1. We're coming for you, and knowing that she is currently teamed up with Jessamine and Shayna, like that shit could happen at any time. So yeah, I'm excited for all this stuff. The match was great. The beatdown was great. Ronda took it like a champ. Ronda looked fantastic in the match. I loved it all the way through. Did you dislike anything?
Hashtag facebreaker. A, I just don't like that, and B, I don't like that she won the match.
Yeah.
I understand there's an idea behind it that maybe WWE is just trying to find a silver lining out of something. I mean, they're maybe trying to twist a negative into a positive.
It works out for them because they just turned her heel again by teaming her up with Tamina.
Yeah. On the other hand, I just feel like she shouldn't be getting rewarded so early for fucking up the most anticipated match on the entire card.
Yeah. That's how the company works, though. They see a moment and they're taking it. I mean, I think if it was a situation where, like, if it was like a career-ending type of thing, like if they weren't sure about Becky's future, then I don't think Nia would be getting any sort of like push from it. I think the fact that they're pretty sure Becky's gonna be fine, she just needs some time to heal up. It's not as they're not looking at it as big of a deal.
Yeah,
I mean it's still a big deal because she punched Becky in the face. But again, it's also one of those things that it could be avoided, but it's also you do have fists swinging in a brawl, so it's one of those things that the severity of the situation really weighs on how they move forward with it.
No, other than that, like I had another complaint ready, like on the standby, but then they fixed it mid-show because I was concerned that every single one of the Survivor Series matches was going to come down to one-on-one scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Because the tag team one did, one Raw, one SmackDown at the end. Women's did, one Raw, one SmackDown at the end. men's Survivor Series match ended up with 3-1.
Yeah,
So the fact that we had a moment where one team actually got a clear-cut win.
Yeah.
Not just like, not a close-knit victory, but like one team dominated finally.
Yeah. Raw decimated SmackDown in that men's tag team match.
Braun decimated SmackDown.
That's true. He did have 3 of the 5 eliminations.
I think he had 4.
He did have 4.
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
Because he sped through Miz, Mysterio, Hardy, and Shane.
Yeah. And Drew was the only other one by eliminating Samoa Joe first.
Which I got a bullshit chant from the crowd. Yeah, that was awesome.
It was almost like when Marina and Jessamine came out and helped Shayna at the beginning of the 2 out of 3 falls match. My dislike is Drake Maverick's penis. The ending to that match was so fucking dumb.
And here's the thing, too, is like whatever they used,
it wasn't working.
It didn't work the first time they tried.
Yeah, because like I even made a comment like, why is Drake grabbing his dick right now? He's being choked by the Big Show, and it's because he's trying to.
He likes it.
Apparently, he's into auto asphyxiation. Like just the fact that he like, it was bad. Like, and why were Cesaro and Sheamus so enamored with Drake's penis? Why?
Well, here's the thing: is it's a spot that they're doing in the match. But it wasn't working. So they wanted to stick to the script. So they had to just sit there and wait until Drake could like pop the bag of water or like squeeze the tube or whatever's in there, or maybe make himself pee. Maybe he legitimately actually peed but didn't drink it.
I'll give it credit if he actually peed himself, but I don't think he did.
I'm gonna give an honorary like to the referee who just yelled, "Oh man, he peed himself!"
Here's the thing. The spot would have been funny if it wasn't the Bar's downfall. Like, Big Show walked away and laughed.
Well, I think Cesaro did too.
Yeah, well, and where did Cesaro go?
Oh no, it was
because Sheamus is the one that took the fall.
Yeah, no, whoever it was that pinned him, was it Akam? Or was it Razor?
I think it was Razor. I think Akam does that.
Razor pushed Sheamus into Cesaro and Drake, and it knocked them both off the apron.
Oh, okay. Still stupid. Terrible ending to a match, especially a match that I was looking forward to watching guys just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah. I mean, other than the ending, the match did fairly well.
Wasn't long enough.
Yeah, it's I credit that to just AOP. WWE doesn't have the faith in them yet, especially in a heel versus heel team match.
It's not often that I say I actually hated something on a show, but I hated that. I hated the ending to that match. I hated Drake's penis.
Somebody's got some issues. Got some Drake's penis issues.
I do. I hate his penis. I don't know. Anyway,
I want to re-upload just the ending of that match, but take the "Thank You Drake" chants from War Games and just put it over. No, I don't. Any closing thoughts on the pay-per-view as well?
I mean, it wasn't War Games, but it was alright.
I'm honestly shocked that Raw swept it.
Yeah, I hate that too.
That just seems like a Vince self-gratifying himself kind of thing.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Or Stephanie, technically now.
Yeah,
Stephanie's the Raw.
It's still Vince.
It's Vince gratifying the McMahon.
Yeah, but not Shane.
No, Shane.
Fuck Shane.
Yeah,
Shane, you do 4 coast to coasts and be the last remaining man on your team, and then get decimated by Braun Strowman. Fuck SmackDown, apparently. No, fuck Raw. Anyway, that's it for our Survivor Series review, guys. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There are so many social media links.
There's also a podcast link.
That's the one that says SoundCloud.
You won't get this review, but you get all of our regular reviews in podcast form on that very link. And there's also Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with a W.
Like wrestling.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I'm waiting for the this time.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you can check out The List with Kevin Hart, Question of the Week with Thomas Wolf, other videos loosely based around wrestling. Coming up very soon, I'm going to have some sort of punishment.
The first ever Spin the Wheel of Punishment.
Yeah, we're gonna set that up. That'll be up in the coming weeks. Hopefully before TLC, because we might do another one for TLC. We might.
It depends on how well my glue sticks work. This is a do-it-yourself arts and crafts project.
We're getting crafty over here. But you can also check out a full playlist of unboxing videos where we get cool shirts like this architect shirt. It's kind of like Seth Rollins, but it's not really. You get micro brawlers, you get Funko Pops, you get Braun, you get all kinds of things. Go check out what boxes they came out of.
Get these hands.
Yep. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Yeah. So, what, 7-5?
Yep.
Just for Survivor Series?
No, for the whole thing.
For the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right.
11 matches. You did pretty good.
Yeah.
7 out of 11.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
That's a win for team. Fuck Modus.